Alliance Custom Armory proudly presents The Long Rangers.
Welcome to Season 2 of The Long Rangers. On this week's episode, we're headed down to Texas to hunt Aoudad. Now this is a group hunt, and we're going to meet up with a sponsor of ours, Ruben Ramos of Ramos Knives, and we're also going to meet up with a couple of customers of ours, Jason Haskell and Kevin Voller. Now here's the thing, neither Jason or Reuben have shot their rifles. We're going to be delivering them in person and doing this hunt together. Now our hunt doesn't start till the next morning, so we're going to put them both through a quick shooting school.
Hey Brent.
How's it going, Reuben?
It's going good. How are you?
Good. How was the drive?
It was great.
Those two are touching, slightly left. I'd say you're dead on.
Inch and a half apart, 2 inches apart.
All right, we just wrapped up the shooting school. Everybody's rifles are on, everybody's happy. So we're gonna get a bite to eat because we're getting up early and we're gonna go after some Aoudad. We already saw some this afternoon, so everybody's pretty excited. All right, we got up here this morning and it's pretty crummy weather. It's drizzling here. Visibility's terrible. So we're just up here trying to do as much glassing as we can and get on some, and hopefully this blows over here this afternoon. I've known Ruben for some time now. And you know, when you're talking over the phone or by email and text, you just don't have the luxury to really sit down and spend time with somebody and really get to know them like you would when you go on a hunt for a few days with them. And so I decided to take the opportunity during this bad weather and a little bit of downtime, you know, to sit down and talk to him and ask him some questions about his business. So how'd you get into knife making, Ruben? I mean, what possessed you to take a piece of steel and turn it into a knife?
Well, I kind of married into it. My father-in-law was, well, at the time it was my girlfriend's dad. He was a knife maker, and he showed me some of his stuff. And you know, when I first saw that custom knife he had made, I couldn't believe that somebody could make something like that. So, you know, after a little while, me and my girlfriend got married, and I decided I wanted to try and make one, so I did. He showed me everything he knew, and it just went from there.
And so how much has the process changed though because you've been building knives for over 25 years, right? I mean, is the process still pretty much the same as the way he taught you, or?
It is. You know, I've learned a few things here and there from other knife makers and doing things on my own, obviously, but yeah, it's still pretty much the same.
And I mean, your knives are known obviously to hold an edge. So what are you doing different than any other knife that you're able to hold an edge for that long, to literally cut up multiple animals or quarter multiple animals with one sharpening?
Well, I use the knives myself. I mean, I like to hunt, of course, and a lot of it is just by using and trying to figure out different angles and ways to sharpen them and heat treating, and there's a lot of things that go into it, but it's just over the years, you know, found out what works.
So even the angle that you're putting the edge on will help determine how long it lasts too then? Yeah.
I mean, if you want to chop, you put less of an angle for chopping whatever, and if you want real fine cutting, you put more of an angle, and it also depends on how a guy uses it too. A guy that knows how to use a knife will make an edge last longer.
And how many different knife styles or models do you make currently?
Right off the top of my head, I'm thinking maybe 12 to 15 different styles, models. What's
the big seller, the favorite one? Do you have one that sticks out, or is the cut above the rest?
It's the one that most people really like is a drop point, and I make those in several different sizes. And I can also, you know, if a guy requests one a quarter of an inch longer than what I have, then I'll make it that length. You know, just that's where the custom knives come in.
Kind of like us. I mean, you can do truly a custom one-of-a-kind knife, just like we're doing a one-of-a-kind rifle.
Oh, absolutely.
This portion of the Long Rangers is brought to you by Vortex Optics, Raynov, Precision Reloading, ShootSteel.com, Ramos Knives, Alliance Custom Armory, West Texas Hunt Organization, and Lane LLC. This portion of the Long Rangers is brought to you by Vortex Optics, the force of optics. Visit them online at vortexoptics.com.
All right, we just finished up lunch here, and the weather's finally starting to clear up a bit. So we're gonna finish glassing this area, and if we don't see anything, we're gonna head to a different part of the ranch and try to get on some of these Aoudad here today yet. It's our first day on the ranch. We've seen a couple this morning, nothing that fit the bill, so we're gonna keep looking. All right, we were just moving our way onto this side of the ranch and we spotted some Aoudad. It looks like there's a nice shooter in there, so we're gonna see if we can't get Reuben on one and see if we can't get this done. All right, when we originally spotted them, there was one bedded down and the two of them were kind of fighting. So they must have saw us when we first crept over this ridge, and we think that we went around this bend, so we're gonna go after them. Yeah, they're way over there. See them? All right, we got snuck in here. We got 3 of them below us. We just saw about 5 or 6 of them go over the ridge there. So we're gonna try to get on these 3 that are below us right now. But if we don't, we can actually come around this ridge. There's just another bowl, and that's still all part of the ranch. So we're gonna try to get on these 3 below us. Reuben's up first, obviously, so we're gonna try to get him one and see what happens from there. All right, we can't see these rams down there. There's 3 of them, and they're tucked down below there. We can hear them. So we're gonna go around this bowl here, or this little wash, and we're gonna try to get a different angle so we can see down in there. All right, well, we moved around here. We just can't get a good perspective on these 3 that we saw earlier, but we know these other 5 or 6 went over this hill. We know there's one good ram in that bunch, so we're gonna actually go around the other way and try to find those ones. Hey. Down. David, don't move. All right, we got on this group of Aoudad, and they're kind of high up on this bank. They're not that far away, but we were not able to see the ram, so we're gonna try to work our way around and get a better angle on them. All right, we're at our last spot here for today, and it's a big point that goes out, and it's just surrounded by these nice canyons. We can glass a lot of stuff, so hopefully we can see something here tonight. We've been on Aoudad for most of the day. We've seen a lot of them. Just wasn't able to get them worked out. That last herd we were on, we literally come up over, and they were right below us at about 75 yards is all, and of course we bumped them, so hopefully we're going to try to get on them here tonight yet. If not, we'll be back right away in the morning to get after them. All right, we got a group of them spotted here on this last point that we came out to. So We probably have, I don't know, a half hour before sunset here, so we got to hurry up and get on them. It's pretty windy, but we're going to try to get within range for Reuben and get him a shot.
Years of knife-making experience. Passionate outdoorsman and hunter. Ramos Knives, where quality is standard.
Every rifle built by Alliance Custom Armory is handcrafted with the tightest tolerances and the finest components available to ensure superior accuracy and reliability in the field. Remember, these rifles are built to perform.
This week's Ballistic Minute is brought to you by Alliance Custom Armory, rifles built to perform.
On this week's Ballistic Minute, I want to introduce a new sponsor for the TV show, Reuben. They make rifle-mounted ballistic calculators. This is a solo unit. This is the Eagle unit. Solo unit is kind of a standalone unit. It's got the buttons right on the face of it, and it's all self-contained on that one little box. The Eagle is a little bit more sophisticated unit, and it has a remote with a wire on it, and this is how you control and put in your inputs and everything. And these are complete weather station, and with all the inputs set, give you the most accurate ballistic solutions available on the market. On next week's Ballistic Minute, we're going to get into a little bit more detail on each of these units and show how they really work.
All right, we just got Reuben on this group of Aoudad, and right as he was about to pull the trigger, this Aoudad actually ran down into the bottom of this canyon, and he was too low for Reuben to get on again, and so we actually went down there about another 100 yards to get on him again. And they were moving up towards us actually. They came up below us. They popped up about 40 yards down from us, right below us, and basically saw us and spooked and ran out. So we're gonna come back here in the morning and see if we can't relocate them. All right, it's our second morning here in Texas. We've seen some really nice sheep yesterday. We just weren't able to have enough time to get Reuben set up and take a nice shot on them. So we're up here and we're gonna start glassing, and hopefully we can find them a nice ram.
All right, we got a group of Aoudad across this canyon, so we got to move ahead about 70, 80 yards or so to get on an open area so we can get Reuben set up. Looks like there's a nice ram in the group. I don't know, I can see at least 4 or 5 adult Aoudad and a bunch of kids, so we're going to move up there and get set up. All right, we're just moving over to this ledge. To get a good shooting position, we need to get down a little bit, and they're down on the other side of this canyon, kind of low, so we're going to try to get to the edge so that we can shoot over it. Basically, right past him is where they are. Yeah, see him over his shoulder. It's too low for the camera. Just jack up that mast a little bit. Like that? Yeah. Stop. All right, this ram just went around the corner and it's coming back right now, so, all right, can you get him in your sight and everything? Good, there you go, he's out. All right, 1 3/4 minutes. 1 3/4. And, man, the wind's practically in our face. Just do a 1/4 minute right. 1/4 minute right. Right now, if you're ready. Here we go. Hold on. Grab. Let him have it. Get another one. Load another one. Staying on him, David. He's down. He's down.
Oh man, that is nerve-wracking. What was the distance?
320.
Not bad. Not bad. That was exciting. I mean, after, hang on a minute. Nearly pulled the trigger on one late yesterday evening, and it didn't work out, but this morning we got on a bigger one, and I think it was well worth the wait. With my new Alliance Custom rifle, this thing is sweet. You know, where else can you, what other company can you call and talk to the people that make the rifle and that own the company and come on a hunt with them, and, you know, try doing that with one of the big gun manufacturers and see what they tell you. Awesome. Thank you, Brent. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Ruben. Thanks for coming.
Oh man, I think this gun is gonna see a lot of dead animals at long ranges. Oh wow. What do you think of that, huh?
Nice shooting, Ruben.
Thank you.
This portion of the Long Rangers is brought to you by Brotherhood Arms, Kestrel, Modular Evolution LLC, Cutting Edge Bullets, Target Hit Indicator, Starlight Cases, Target Shooting LLC, and Locky U Outfitters.
Ever dream about getting that double shot on a predator? Want to reduce recoil? Want to start shooting without ear protection? Well, today is your lucky day. Visit the guys down at Lane and talk to them about the best serviceable suppressor available.
All right, guys, this is my first kill with my new custom Alliance rifle. You know, we got here a couple of days ago, late in the evening or afternoon, and we went through a crash course in the shooting school, and we were banging gongs at 750 yards. This awesome ram here was about 300, and so I wasn't hesitant at all to pull the trigger. I felt that confident, and I hope there will be many more.
Ruben made a heck of a nice shot on a beautiful ram, but now it's my turn. It's early afternoon. We got plenty of time. We have tomorrow if we need it, so we're gonna go and see if we can find some more Aoudad.
All right, we just got a couple Aoudad across this canyon. They're about 450 yards away. It looks to be a nice ram, so we're gonna get set up and see if we can shoot him. He's the lower one, right? You want him, Chapman? Okay, you guys ready? What?
He's about to go down. He's down.
All right, 430 yards. Looks like a nice ram. Excited to get it done here. My heart's pounding a little bit. Had to borrow Ruben's gun to do it, but hey, we got her done today. So we're gonna head over and get our hands on this baby. You know, he was facing downwind essentially. So if I hit exactly where I am, it's gonna be a good shot. If I get a little bit more wind drift than what I'm compensating for, yep. All right, we're at the bottom here, about halfway. This Aoudad, it looked like we were shooting down, and it was down from the top of the other side, but we got quite a ways up here to go. Pretty rugged stuff. We're just taking our time. A lot of ankle breakers, so we're gonna get after it right now and go get them. It's actually very nice. All right, here's the ram I shot. Real nice one. Very, very pleased on this hunt. I think Ruben's just as happy as I am with his, and I can't say enough about these animals. They're tough to hunt, they're fun to hunt, and this is very rewarding. Very happy to have this one. The shot was about 430 yards, and we've been dealing with wind the whole time we've been here. We've dealt with it at the shooting school before we started hunting. We've been dealing with it every day while we've been hunting. And this particular shot, I had a right to left wind, and he was facing this direction. And so the wind was coming just like this. Now, a 5-mile-an-hour wind correction at that yardage, 430 yards, was 1 minute. I actually dialed 1 minute, and I held just slightly back. That way, if it was a little stronger wind than 5 mile an hour, it would just drift into the center mass of his shoulder, still well within the margin of error on this animal. So, great shot, put him down one shot. I actually used Reuben's rifle, so I need to thank Reuben again and thank him for all of his support for our show. He's been a huge supporter of our show, and it was great to come out here and meet him in person, deliver his rifle, and be able to take in a great hunt with him. Reuben and I had an awesome time on this hunt, and we were able to connect on 2 really nice rams. You know, I really need to say thanks to Mike McKinney from West Texas Hunting Organization for putting this hunt together for us. You know, Mike's got all kinds of hunts to really accommodate almost any budget. And he can also do group hunts like this one. We had 5 guys hunting. You were able to see Reuben and I shoot some awesome rams. Be sure to tune in next week to see if Chris, Kevin, and Jason can do the same.